See, we got that TikTok in there, you know what I'm talking about? Make sure that TikTok going, boom. We good on X. What else we on? Kick. Yeah, so we good on everything right now. Oh yeah, come on in, man. Come on in. I'm waiting for more people to get in. When more people get in, of course, I think all the platforms are sending out the notifications to everybody, letting them know that I'm live. We got a show to do today because a whole lot of details done came out from a whole lot of topics from, of course, NBA Youngboy. We call him the YN Whisperer, and I'm going to tell y'all why I call him that. A whole family had to escape the city of New Orleans after them dudes broke out of prison because it was a lot of killers that actually got out, right? These ain't just no regular people that got out with no little petty crimes. A whole lot of killers are the ones that actually got out. So as more people come in, we will get the show on the road. Also, this is the first daytime stream. I know normally I stream more at nighttime, you know what I'm talking about? As a few more people come on in, I'm gonna run the intro and then we're gonna get the day started, you know what I'm talking about? Let me get it all set up for us right now while I'm doing that. All right, let me go ahead and run the intro, then we're just gonna go ahead and get it started. Here goes the intro.
The game just to get my fatty, and these lazy ain't got competition. It's me versus me, low key talk.
Anyways, hey man, let me shout out to y'all in the chat. Shout out to Rad. I see you in the chat. Says y'all think YB will be locked up during this tour? No, I don't think so. I'm gonna tell you why. Key, check it out, man. Of course, I'm gonna run that intro just a second. Anyways, welcome back to Key Talk Media. This show's Key Talk. Check it out, man. All right. Welcome to the third live stream, of course. Shout out to y'all if y'all made it to the first and the second one. This definitely is the third one. I'm trying to wait for a few more people to get in, and then we're going to pretty much go ahead and get everything started. But yes, YB is the YN Whisperer. You know what? They'll come in when they come in. Let's go ahead and get the show started right now. So, up first on the screen, the reason why I call YB the YN Whisperer, right? You got this guy right here. Now, this man is listening to NBA Youngboy. You can see in his eyes. Right now, he looked like a demon. But he cut on the NBA Youngboy. He went from looking like a demon to crying to back looking like a demon, and all in a matter of 5 to 6 seconds. You know what I'm talking about? I'm going to play it for y'all. Yeah, I don't know what type of hold NBA Youngboy done got on the YNs, but buddy right here, he ain't playing no type of games at all. I'm telling you, if he was to pop up in a car next to me and look at me and make these little faces he doing, I'm clutching. Straight up, I'm clutching. I ain't doing nothing, no waiting, no none of that. I'm clutching just in case, you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so let me go and get to the next topic. I was going to read the comments of that, but you know what? I will read the comments. They'll give people a little more time to come in. The first comment says, we got get bro on stage with YB. He definitely should get on the stage with YB. Just know this nigga going through it. Please apologize to bro for whatever y'all did. Y'all definitely need to apologize. I don't know who done hurt Buddy or none of that. You know what I'm talking about? But anyways, Andrew Buckler, I see you said, what it do, Key? Hey, listen, man, I'm on here trying to make this content for y'all. I'm trying to go live all the time. This the third live. Shout out to everybody that made it to the third live. But anyways, let's go ahead and get to the next topic of today. So y'all remember the jailbreak that actually happened, right? Those 10 inmates that got out. Let me tell y'all something. The 10 people that got out, mainly killers. First-degree killing, second-degree murder, attempted killings, mostly all of them, right? But this guy right here that goes by the name of Derrick Groves, he was one of those guys that actually escaped. Now, when he escaped, I guess the family somehow figured out. 12 didn't even alert the family, you know what I'm talking about? But he killed 2 of their family members, right? And he killed them on Mardi Gras. They heard that he was out. They were at work and everything. They immediately left work, all got in the cars, and left the city. You know what I'm talking about? That shows that this dude right here is real deal stepping killing, right? I'm going to play the actual news article of them talking about it, and then we'll discuss it some more.
Inmates still on the run. We know now at least one family is in hiding. Escapee Derrick Groves was convicted of killing 2 men on Mardi Gras 7 years ago. We talked with family members of one of those men, and they're stuck wondering how this happened, why they didn't find out sooner, and what they can.
So this is the guy Derrick Groves. He got two second degree murders. These are the 2 people that he killed. This guy right here, and also this guy. And this dude looked like he was in college or something. He still smacked them. So
possibly do next. Here's Rachel Hanley.
Wednesday, Jamar Robinson's family celebrated his birthday.
Love you, miss you.
2 days later, they were in hiding after finding out that the man convicted of his murder had escaped from prison.
just get all our family members out of the city. We had to get everyone out of the city. Didn't know what way we was going. Where we was going. Crying, devastated.
Two of Robinson's family.
Just imagine somebody that done killed Joe. See, in the comment section, I'm going to read it, though. A lot of people was like, nah, y'all heard he got out of jail and y'all left the city. I would have been trying to go hunt Buddy down and kill him. But what y'all got to understand is not all families got steppers in it. Most families got steppers in it, especially in the inner cities and stuff like that. But a lot of families ain't really got no steppers. Nobody that's really out, gonna go and just kill. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know what I'm saying? And that's probably them. Actually, that for sure is them. Because that's definitely a time where they could have got some get back because Buddy out of jail. But they all evacuated the whole city, though.
Family members spoke with us over the phone. They asked not to be named for their safety. Robinson and another man, Byron Jackson, were shot and killed on Mardi Gras in 2018. Derek Groves was arrested for their murders. Late Friday morning,
Gelato was good, man. Gelato has been supporting for so long, and I'm super appreciative of that. Also, he's a member, and which means he has the Key Talk Media emojis. If y'all want Key Talk Media emojis, become a member of the channel, and you automatically get an emoji pack that y'all can see. Gelato just posted right there.
Inmates still on the run. We know
someone they knew called the family and told them that a group of inmates had broken out of Orleans Justice Center. Groves was one of them.
No one notified us. No one told us.
For those that's just coming in, because a lot of people just came in, we're looking at a video right now. One of the guys that actually escaped out of the jail, he's a certified killer, done killed 2 people, and the family just figured out that he escaped, and now they're pretty much on the news saying that they had to literally evacuate the whole entire city. You know what I'm talking about? They took their whole family out because they feel like he's going to go and kill them too.
Us anything, we had to leave work. We didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know how Derek Groves felt like with this process of us, either he was coming for us, we didn't know.
They say they went to a nearby police station and 2 officers escorted them home. They grabbed what they could, got the family's young kids, including Robinson's son, from school. Then they left. By that time, Groves had been out for hours.
We just didn't know what to do at that point. And I'm so angry with all these Paris prison because it's like, when I look at the news, I see the boys pulling on the door. Like,
that's them raggedy ass doors. Listen, the prison, you can hear us say, like, I see them breaking out the prison, pulling on the doors. That's because they don't really care about the prisons. They said they just built this prison and it's already raggedy. Why? Because the inmates inside the prison. How y'all think they making them shanks and making them Glock dookies and stuff? You know what I'm talking about? They taking stuff from the prisons. You know what I'm talking about? The toilets, broken toilet, breaking the walls out and making Glock dookies, shanks, and killing each other with it inside there too. So that's what the parent talking about.
This prison was just recently built, and you mean to tell me the doors was that easy to pull apart?
And this is a family that was already exhausted.
Anyway, so we'll get past that. But yes, the family is super scared, you know what I'm talking about? And they actually dipped out, you know what I'm talking about? Shout out Mayor Sosa, shout out 081 Hefe Hawk, you know what I'm talking about? I always see you there too. Shout out Tracy Brown, hey, Key Talk, going live, hit dip. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm going live. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to keep going live and keep going up. Anyway, so let me go to the comment section. So the first comment says, y'all remember the show Prison Break? That man found that lady and killed her. They did right. So some people think they did the right thing by actually leaving the city. But these are some of the people that got. So this is Leo Tate. This is another guy that's free right now. They have not captured him. He got caught. Simple burglary, possession of a firearm by a felon, multiple drug charges, theft of motor vehicle. He should have just stayed in and just did his little time. You know what I'm talking about? This dude right here, Tori Brix, second-degree murder, attempted second-degree murder, aggravated battery, illegal carrying a weapon. He want to keep trying to run because you ain't getting out of it. You got all these attempted murders on you. He ain't getting out at all. So I can see why he took off and, you know, somebody really went away and ain't coming back. The other guy, Anton Macy. Now, this dude right here, this one of the dudes that I said I feel like he going to catch another charge. But his charges ain't even that bad to begin with. I don't know why he tried to escape, and I just handled this up on his business. Domestic battery, theft of a motor vehicle, and parole violation. He should have just stayed in there and just handled all that. You know what I'm talking about? He tripping. And then this dude right here, Gary Price, he has not been captured. Multiple counts of attempted first-degree murder, aggravated second-degree murder. He ain't getting out at all. You know what I'm talking about? So he did a thing by running. They better hope they don't catch him. Laton Van Burn, second-degree murder, aggravated robbery with a firearm, and possession of a firearm by a felon. So most of these dudes that done got out is killers. They murderers. You know what I'm talking about? So when that gate opened, I know they was happy. And I know everybody else should be in fear. Everybody that they done killed, the family should all be in fear. Or they should be contacting their family that's in the hood and in the trench in the streets to go try to get at these dudes, right? You know what I'm talking about? 'Cause it's the opportunity. I ain't encouraging no violence, but it's the opportunity, though. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, and the last guy right here, second-degree murder, aggravated battery. So with all that being said, bro, it's a whole lot going on. You know what I'm talking about? These people is really out here done escaped the jail. They done let the murderers escape the jail. You know what I'm talking about? And speaking of guys that escaped the jail, we are in a self-snitching culture right now because one of the guys that escaped, he literally got caught within like 24 to 48 hours. You know what I'm talking about? Let me show you. So this guy right here, Kendall Miles, right? He got out, went straight to the block, and guess what he did? Went live on Instagram. Popped a 200, and he just chilling like he's free. Everybody in the hood celebrating, like, oh, my boy Miles done got free. My boy Miles is out. Like he really just completed his whole sentence, and then he done got out. You know, somebody when it actually out of this nigga just broke out of jail and went live inside of the hood. What in the blue hell is going on? And here goes a video of what the first thing Buddy did whenever he got out.
And I'm about to go with a 2. Get up with me. Alright. You fresh out, huh? Fresh out of jail. Stop playing. What? Yeah.
A few moments later.
Tripped all the way out. Yeah, he tripped all the way out. I'm talking about could have played in the movie Dumb, Dumb, and Dumber. That boy got out, broke out of jail, and immediately went to go flexing on Instagram, fam. And this is what he did. It says, Kendall Miles was apprehended in the French Quarter, a tourist hotspot less than 3 miles of the Orleans Justice Center. So he was 3 miles away from the jail. They say he was found hiding beneath a car in a hotel garage. So he ain't even had no people crib to go to. Whoever he done killed somebody for wouldn't even let him inside his crib. They said, hey, man, you better go to that hotel over there and hide under the car. That's where they caught him at, boy. I'm talking about dudes just be doing stuff these days and not understanding the consequences, or understanding the consequences but still doing it. Like, and then it's just the fact that he went and popped a 200. He ain't even on his P's and Q's, buddy. High off pills, all type of stuff. Not on his P's and Q's. You know what I'm talking about? Knowing you just escaped jail. Anyway, so up next, listen, bro, I know we've been talking about Cassie for like the past 2 videos. We were speaking on Cassie, but this right here is blowing my mind. So Cassie's mama is having to go testify about the freak-offs this week, right? That means that Cassie mama potentially played a role inside of the freak-offs. Now, I don't know what role Cassie mama done played, but I do know that Cassie's husband called in the middle of a freak-off, FaceTimed in the middle of a freak-off. Diddy answered the phone while he back over there in the corner doing whatever he doing here, talking about more baby oil. But either way it goes, if Cassie mama get on this stand and she done contributed to anything that got to do with any of these freak-offs, I'm just going to lose my mind. I literally said, Cassie mama got to testify. If Shorty mama done mixed in with the freak off, go ahead and throw the whole case away. And it's still justice for Kid Cudi, because Kid Cudi got did real bad, you know, told by. But anyway, so I'm taking to the comment section. The first comment says, justice for Cudi, her husband chose this battle. Now her mom's involved. Nothing being right ever since Cat Williams did that club. Hey, Cat Williams did say that this gonna be the year that everything comes out, and thus far, a lot of stuff being coming out. You know, talking about, especially when it comes to a Diddy Rico. Now, one thing I will say, it don't look like Diddy done threw nobody else under the bus. We do know that one of the sex slaves, alleged sex slaves, well, it ain't alleged no more, because he said he was a sex slave with 12 in them, and then Cassie came out and said he was one of our sex slaves, pretty much, right? He came out and said, listen, it was Diddy, it was Ross, it was DJ, all these people like that, right? And Cassie came on the stand and said, okay, you know, some of the stuff that he said was true. So, but either way it goes, I don't know, fam. This is just wild, and this is very weird and very freaky, very, very freaky. You know, I'm talking about if the mama participated in the freak off, I'm going to lose my mind. You know, I'm talking about, cause that mean, I don't know what that means, but that means some nasty shit went down if the mama. Golly, Diddy was like, call your mama. What do you mean, Dick? Call your mama, baby. I got all this baby oil. We need. Maybe his mom was just delivering. The mom was delivering the baby oil or something. I don't know. But either way it go, man, there's a whole lot of freaky stuff was going down. Anyways, now speaking of freaky stuff going down, I don't know if y'all know her. Y'all may do know her, or maybe y'all don't. It's a girl that goes by the name of Tori Brix. Now, Tori Brix, she posted to her Instagram straight at Tory Lanez. She said, "Stop calling my phone, Tory Lanez. And Tory Lanez, thanks for the house you paid for and the rent. Manipulation and finesse at the highest point." So this had a lot of people scratching their head like, why is she clout chasing? If Tory Lanez is really the one that's paying for her bills and done paid for her house with her and her man, of course, her man is Rich the Kid, right? If he really did all that, why she coming to the internet with that, doing all that talking? Now, let me tell you the plot twist right after I read the comment section, right? So y'all commented and y'all said, "These O's ain't loyal. My favorite song by Chris Brown. The fuck has made it. Steel toe boots took me out." Oh yeah, because I said Tori Brix tells Tory Lanez to quit calling her phone and thanks him for buying her Rich the Kid a new home and payment for rent. If Tory gets out on appeal, shorty better wear nothing but steel toe boots. You know what I'm talking about? Because I do call Tory the steel toe assassin, or steel toe Tory, one of the two. But either way it goes, so she came out and said that right now. Once she came out and said that, like I said, had a lot of people scratching their head, in which Rich the Kid then double back. And he was like, "I rebuke the devil. I love my family. I don't care what the fuck a motherfucker say. Happy Sunday." So Rich the Kid is pushing it as if like, okay, I'm just riding with my girl. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we done had our issues. And I know y'all done seen we had our issues publicly, but I'm riding with my girl through thick and thin, right? Let me tell you what she did. And he may have to sit her to the side and have a talk with her after this, because she doubled back. And she got on Rich the Kid ass. I mean, when I say she got on his ass, I mean, she didn't really like get on it, but she kind of embarrassed Buddy in front of the whole public, right? Because she doubled back and pretty much said that that wasn't her on her Instagram account. So who else would it be on her Instagram account other than Rich the Kid, which is her baby's father, right? She doubled back and said, "Clearly, that wasn't me posting." And that sent social media in an uproar, had everybody laughing. Shout out Chris Walsh for showing love. Shout out, oh yeah, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Let me read some of y'all comments. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, man, in the building. Shout out Louisiana. Let me see what else we got going on here in the comment section. Young Christian said, "Not at all." I need to make it to where I can see the comments a little more. Like I said, this is only my third live that I'm doing. I'm talking about. And with that being said, I got to get better and better at like configuring the screen. I just started using this new streaming program that I'm actually using. It's called Streamlabs, just because any of y'all want to do it. Herbert Moore says, "Key Talk." Shout out Herbert. Let me see what else we got going over here. Oh, the Stoners Committee. Shout out Stoners Committee, East Texas in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so let's get over to the next topic, man. 50 Cent has something to say, and obviously I know what it's about. More than likely, it's about Diddy. 50 Cent is having the time of his life. 50 Cent is one of the dudes that if you beef with 50 Cent, he's gonna slaughter you. And when I say slaughter you, he's not gonna stop. You know how what King Von say? If we into it, it's beef to somebody die. Even when people die, 50 Cent is still dissing him. When Irv Gotti died, 50 Cent was smoking a blunt, and he said, "I'm smoking on a Gotti pack." So even when you die, it is what it is. Now, paid protesters, people that's saying free Diddy, they're posted up outside of Diddy's trial that's going on right now, right? It says free Puffy. However, these people are being paid like $20 to wear these shirts. Of course, 50 Cent had something to say. But first, let me play the video for y'all so y'all can hear and them admitting that they're actually getting paid to actually wear these free Diddy shirts, right?
Why do you feel that way?
So these are all paid protesters. You can get $20 an hour if you wear a t-shirt.
You gotta speak up.
She just got recruited, right?
I refuse.
You said no.
No.
It wasn't worth the 20?
No, but like he told me that it's for a Diddy coin, so.
A Diddy coin. Diddy say he finna get out of jail and get a Diddy coin. Would y'all invest inside of a Diddy coin? To know right now, the Diddy coin stock, if it was one, will be going down just like that. You know, somebody told you it's no more Diddy, all that. It's just Sean Combs. And some people call him Baby Oil Sean or Sean Baby Oil Combs. You know what I'm talking about? Very, very freaky. However, I don't think it's any sex trafficking that was going on, but obviously it was some physical abuse, but just no sex trafficking, but just some super freaky stuff was going on. And like I said, we're going to hear from her mama.
I'm not really sure what that is. Yeah, they just tried to pay me $20 to wear a free Puffy shirt.
Stop. I could tell because
The lady right there, she just kept convincing me to go wear a shirt, and I'm like, I'm good.
so just $20. And if you need $20, all you have to do is wear a free Puffy.
Yeah, turn them up for me, Hefe Hawk, turn them up.
shirt. And you said no.
Yeah, I said no.
Did they say how many hours?
$20 an hour.
$20 an hour for wear a free puffy shirt. Listen, I know they probably got some homeless, some bums, people about to go buy some crack with the $20 and all that. But hey, man, you got to do what you got to do in these hard times, right? Anyway, so with that being said, of course, a lot of y'all is laughing like a mother inside the comment section. Somebody say, "Where's my shirt at?" Cassie deserves her $30 million, and there's no trafficking or criminal enterprise in this case. Like I said, I do think Diddy's going to get off on this case because I don't see any criminality other than him beating her. Now, that's physical stuff. That ain't like trafficking or nothing like that. But 50 Cent came out and he said, Diddy paying people to wear free Diddy shirts is diabolical, but 20 an hour ain't bad. I might go throw that on for an hour, laugh out loud. I just want to know, what is 50 Cent going to do whenever Diddy gets free? And also, Diddy kids been running down on people that been dissing their daddy, but I ain't never heard of Diddy kids running down on 50 Cent at all. Maybe it's because they know 50 Cent gonna defend himself, and 50 Cent is, like, can really fight or something like that. But yeah, I ain't seen him run down on Diddy or nothing like that. Anyways, now another L has actually taken place for Lil Durk. You already know Durk, the whole OTF just been going through it. People been dying. You got Durk that's locked away. He getting his bails denied, all type of stuff. But now something that's actually happened to Lil Durk's bodyguard. He's passed away. They don't know how he passed away. It just says Lil Durk's longtime bodyguard, Lil Durk's longtime bodyguard, JT Brown, a.k.a. El Pancho, has reportedly passed away. Now, this bodyguard has been with Lil Durk for a long time, like a hella long time. And not only has he been with them for a long time, he knows a lot of information, and now he's dead. Now, this could have been a bodyguard that I would have thought that the feds or wherever, Durk is locked up at during his trial when it starts, that they would have tried to pull him to try to get some information out of him. Of course, you got people that's thinking like, oh, I wonder if they done slaughtered him and killed him. That way he ain't got to talk. I don't know none of that. I don't know if that's what happened or not. I can never definitely say no or definitely say yes. But anyways, I'm going to take you to the comment section. The first comment says, "Damn, bro, work with bunch a couple time. Cool, nigga, rest up. OTF taking too many L's. Y'all know 4K Trey gon' step on something, laugh out loud. Cap, why be not on nothing? He don't be in them cars. His homies do, though. I mean, if you're a millionaire, if you got all that money, why in the blue hell would you be in the car? You know what I'm talking about? If I'm a super millionaire and I want to get somebody gone, I'm gonna spend that paper. You know, I'm gonna spend that paper and have them go get that person gone. I'm not gonna be a super millionaire hopping inside the car and risking all that. But at the same time, maybe I would, because I see the pattern. People that spending that paper to go get people to kill for them, they ended up going to jail and then snitching. So you might as well just put the ski mask on yourself and go handle your business. And I ain't telling y'all to go do nothing, but I'm just saying, if you do go do something, you might want to go handle up on that business yourself, though. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so the next comment says, why you specifying that he witnessed a lot? Because he did. It says long-time bodyguard. If it's a long-time bodyguard, that shows that he seen a lot and know a lot is going on. Somebody said Durk finna go on. God dang, I don't know who took more L's, Gucci Mane 1017 artists or these. Well, with Durk, it's crazy because not only just his artists, but his bodyguards and other people around him is actually taking L's. So it's just a lot going on. Durk was the money man. He was the cash cow. A lot of the times when they say you chop the head off the snake and then everything else falls. And that's kind of, in a way, what's happening, right? Anyway, I'll read a couple more comments, then we'll get to the next topic. The next comment says, well, dang, that death spirit Durk got knocked them all off. Allah won't even make an attempt to save him. Durk ain't BS. He getting everybody out the way. So, like I say, some people think that, and some people think, it is what it is. People are just so happening to be dying and all that stuff like that. Let me actually get that chat box, because it's kind of it is going crazy right now. Let me get it out the way a little bit, though. I'm talking about scroll it down a little bit like that. Anyway, so let's see what we got next up on the top. Oh, yeah, Boosie. So this will be the last thing we'll talk about today. I may go to TMZ's website to see if they got anything that's actually going on. But Boosie, of course, Boosie going to come in and give his 2 cents and what he think. So he did come in and say something about the whole Cassie and Diddy trial, right? Now, Boosie believes it's the husband who's orchestrating all this. Now, the reason why, let me read what he said, then I'll tell y'all what I think about it, right? So Boosie came out and he said, I think Cassie and her husband masterminded this takedown of Diddy and his money. I think her husband had been trying to get her to do this for some years to Diddy, but she didn't want to do it because she knew what would come out. Then as a couple, y'all became broke. I don't know how they become broke. They got like 20 million from Diddy. Well, she did go and file like 2 days later, so I guess that makes sense. Now the plot becomes real about a month. Think the last straw was when Diddy and Carisha relationship. When she saw Carisha with that sign supporting her man at that awards, that he did it. A woman scorned is a dangerous, evil motherfucker. So just to break down what Boosie's saying, I actually agree with a lot of what Boosie's saying. I do think that Cassie was super jealous. I do think Cassie's jealousy plays a role into why she even is trying to get Diddy sent away for the life. Because if he was to get some trafficking charges on top of that abuse and stuff, he gone for life. But I think he'll beat the trafficking. She even admitted that she was jealous because Diddy would say stuff like, Kim Porter is my life, my love. I love her with all my heart. But Cassie felt like she was just getting called when it was freak off time. He even pulled away on her birthday, got her away on her birthday, said it's freak off time. Cassie would know to contact Diddy and to get his attention. She would say, hey, listen, I'm feeling this type of way. I'm ready to go do a freak off. And Diddy would be like, okay, you know what? Come on with it. We're going to go do some freak offs. Even though she said he turned it into a job, was already always down to do it. Shout out to Dreams Only. Shout out to Dreams Only. I'm talking about Key Talk. You need a set a day when you go. Oh yeah, I do need to set a day and time. I will try to start setting a day and time, but I be having to collect a lot of content and then going live. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm gonna get that more in order. This is only my third live. You know what I'm talking about? But anyways, let me continue what I'm saying. So. Yes, I do think Cassie was very jealous of Carisha. Do I think her husband set this up? What leads me to believe that her husband did have a hand in this for sure is the fact that her husband called her when she was in the middle of a freak off. And it wasn't a regular call. It was a FaceTime call. So he literally FaceTimed her while she's doing a freak off. Why in the blue hell would Cassie answer the phone during a freak off call to her boyfriend? And then also, why in the blue hell would he even call at that particular time? So I do believe what Boosie's saying actually has some type of validity to it, right? Anyway, so if I take it to the comment section, see what y'all had to say. Boosie, half Illuminati, half street. Half Illuminati, half street. That's actually pretty funny. And he right. Yeah, shut up, Boosie. Guess what? He did the same thing to his artists. It's a money grab. Everyone that has worked with him, I will say this too. A lot of Diddy's artists have said that he's been super harsh to them, super bad to them. So I can say, and I can agree that what's happening to Diddy right now is a bit of karma. I don't think he actually did no trafficking, but his reputation and all that stuff coming together and it's kind of been destroyed, is destroyed. You know what I'm talking about? Because anytime the Diddy come out now, people's automatically going to think of baby oil. When Diddy do his first interview, he gets out, which I don't know where he going to do it at. He going to have to answer some baby oil questions. You know what I'm talking about? How much baby oil did you use? Is it true that you really made Cassie jump in a pool full of baby oil? All that stuff like that. So, but with that being said, let me read a couple more of y'all comments, then I'm going to go ahead and get us to the topic. The next comment says, when I see bro, all I think of is just left New York City hookup with P. Diddy. Too many other witnesses coming to court. Oh, yeah, there is a lot of other people actually coming to court against Diddy. So this was just Cassie. Now the mama's about to come. I just can't imagine what Cassie mama is about to say. Like, I just can't imagine it, fam. But if she say that she was involved, I'm not going to say I'm on Diddy's side, but I'm going to say that they need to just throw the whole thing away. Everybody freaky, you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so I'm going to take y'all over to TMZ with me because I pretty much covered all the topics that I was personally going to cover today. But at the same time, I do want to get over to TMZ to see if there's anything else that we can talk about today. Let me see what in the blue hell y'all saying in these comments. Diddy has a bunch of disgruntled employees. Everyone looking for the masters at Bad. He definitely got a lot of disgruntled employees. What's up, bro? I always check in. Am I Jamaican rapper? Your video is great. Hey, shout out Jamaica. You know, I'm talking about Jamaica one time for the one time. Boosie, boo. Let me see what else we got going. I heard no lies from Boosie and her hubby, white, ain't he? Yeah, her husband definitely is white. Okay, cool. So let's see what we got going on inside of TMZ. Diddy talking shop with Nelly. Okay, that's old. That's like 2016. Drake, Freeman. Okay, cool. So there's nothing else really going on inside of hip hop. I got another place that I'm going to check. because I always want to provide y'all, like I say, with the most content that I can before I actually dip out. Because, like I said, we probably won't do another live until tomorrow. So let me go check a couple different other places, see if they got anything posted with any up-to-date news on anything at all, so we can go ahead and chop it up with all that. You know what I'm talking about? Also, if y'all know some news that's happening, y'all can actually put it inside of the comment section. I am trying to read all the comments. It's a lot, so I can't read them all. Shout out Calvin Shackelfield. I always see you supporting as well. You know what I'm talking about? I see the names in here of the people that I always see supporting, and I salute y'all to the maximum degree, right? If any of y'all want emojis, you become a member to the channel, and I actually automatically send you out an emoji pack, and y'all have that, right? So let me go see if there's anything else. Oh, yeah, we got to cover this, I guess. So Donald Trump, well, not Donald Trump, Joe Biden. Joe Biden has came out that Joe Biden actually has testicular cancer. Now, all the time, not Donald Trump, but Joe Biden got testicular cancer, right? But anyways, listen, Sleepy Joe, he on his last leg. Let's just be real. And no, if the Secret Service see this, I'm not threatening the president. I would never threaten the president. I love America. But Joe Biden seems to be on his last leg. Even when he was president, we already know that he wasn't really the one inside the office. He falling asleep at all the interviews. We meeting world leaders, and Joe Biden in there just knocked out, passed out asleep. But anyways, it says a statement from the personal office of the former president, Joe Biden. Last week, President Joe Biden was seen for a new finding of prostate nodule after experiencing increasing urinary symptoms. This is just old man stuff, honestly. When you're getting old, like he's like 80-something, 90-something, it's just what happens, right? On Friday, he was diagnosed with prostate cancer, characterized by a Gleason score of 9, grade Group 5, with metastasis, I don't know what in the blue hell that word is, metastasis to the bone. While this represents a more aggressive form of the disease, the cancer appears to be hormone sensitive, which allows for effective management. The president and his family are reviewing treatment options. So I'm gonna be real with y'all. The fact that he got testicular cancer, he may have to get him chopped off. I know that sounds crazy, that sounds harsh, but he really just might have to get him chopped off. Anyway, so with that being said, I know, man, I'm not laughing at that. I tell y'all, I would never threaten the president and say nothing too foul, because I don't want the Secret Service, nothing like that on my end, because they don't play. When you mention something about the president, they be on you. They don't play at all. So I ain't talking about, but it is what it is. I'm talking about this all for content, entertainment purposes or whatever. Y'all don't come knocking on my door, man. I look at the peephole, nigga. I ain't over there. I'm talking about, I see some niggas in suits like this. Oh, no, I'm good, fella. But anyways, that's pretty much everything for today. Like I said, if there's any more news y'all want to talk about, we could definitely talk about it. NBA Youngboy's going on tour. Y'all know that. He's doing super good on his tour. He's already sold like over 1 million pre-sale tickets. But other than that, hold on. Oh, shit. Hold on. Something just popped. Oh, no, that was something else. Anyways, let me know something. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out. Now, before I leave, I do want to read a couple more of y'all comments before I just completely leave this to show love with y'all. Freddie Garza, shout out to you. Said, sheesh. Kelvin Shackelfield, I shouted you out already, too. 23 clip, Rich Life. I love that key talk. What the blue hell? Calvin Shackelfield, A1. Nitrous King, Sleepy Joe. He definitely is Sleepy Joe. But hey, man, Chris Wall, shout out to you, too. Let's see who else. Bear Yolia. I know I probably said that name wrong. You put the 100 emojis, and salute to you too, my brother. So I will be back, y'all. I had a great time with y'all. Like I said, I'm going to do these lives every day. I'm going to try to get a set time that I'm going to go live. For now, I'm just randomly popping up with the lives, you know what I'm talking about? But I will try to get a set time. But anyways, had a good time with y'all today. Stay tuned for the 4th live stream. This is the 3rd live stream, and we will be going every day, just about. I want to go every day, maybe multiple times a day when I get better at it, because I have a whole system that I actually have to learn. If only y'all could see what I'm seeing in this back page right now to actually organize all this, right? It's not easy at all. But anyways, let me know something coming down below.